A new poll has put Jeremy Corbyn ahead of Kemi Badenoch, Ed Davey, and Zach Palansky as most wanted Prime Minister. Here you can see Nigel Farage on top with 24%, followed by Keir Starmer at 13%, and Jeremy third place on 9%. The poll by YouGov put Jeremy Corbyn first among 18 to 24-year-olds with 24%. Now, many of you will look at those numbers and be like, well, it's not really a ringing endorsement. But politicians are not popular in this country. It's very rare that you have them in the plus. It's not like the US where they're far more generous, with some politicians such as Bernie Sanders being widely popular. We are a far more cynical bunch. But I think it's significant because Jeremy is a figurehead of a party with no name, no structure, and obviously recently there have been some sort of public fallouts. But he's beating out the Conservatives' Kemi Badenoch. Now, in terms of Zach Palansky, I think he's only low in figures due to the fact that he's not well known. He's only just become leader, and I'm sure that will change. Nigel Farage has been leader of multiple political parties. He tried to be elected 8 times to Parliament, failing 7 times. Now he's favourite to be Prime Minister. Now, does that mean that Jeremy Corbyn is going to be Prime Minister? I mean, I don't think he's even planning to lead your party, so I doubt that. However, look, there are still people who are out there that support him and who will listen to him, meaning I think your party could have a real shot at picking up a sizable amount of seats come the next election. Aidan, what do you make of this poll? I mean, does this mean that centrism is finally well and truly buried?
Yeah, I mean, I do think it's the call of the time, isn't it? Like, it's hard to be centrist about things when everything is so hugely fucked. We're kind of in that place now where people are picking their sides in a much bigger fight, and that's both good and bad because the world is very divided, and that makes it harder to get things done. But it does look like this poll is suggesting that people are planting their flag very firmly where they want to be. The problem we have on the left is that we are, of course, typically split between quite a few places, quite a few spaces that people want to be, whereas on the right, they're pretty firmly just got reform. So it's the age. Though things feel different with new parties, it's the same as ever, where the left can't agree and the right have one flag to get behind, and so therefore they stand some kind of good chance.
I mean, do you think that 9% isn't particularly high for Jeremy Corbyn, but it's based on plus and minus? Do you think that will grow though? So let's say, I mean, we'll talk about the the splits with your party or the latest developments in a minute. But let's say he gets a conference and things go well. Jeremy Corbyn is a big figurehead of this party. Can you see that 9% rising? Because I personally think the numbers aren't high, but even Nigel Farage, only 24%. Again, politicians not popular. But I think the fact that he's third place over Kemi Badenoch, right? She was elected as leader. She's been leader for a long time now. He's above her. Ed Davey, again, he led the Lib Dems to the last general election. Do you think he could go higher?
There's a chance he could go higher, but I also think it's that thing with the left and with him. It's like the left are a bit less forgiving on errors and mistakes than the right are. So I think he can grow and people can be swayed by him because he is a persuasive man and he says what he stands for and everything we can all kind of agree with. But I do think there's an element of tiredness towards how people maybe feel towards him, and that might be his limit, where he's getting to a stage of just, oh yeah, Jeremy again, another thing, another drama, like we've seen recently. Like it's getting to the point where it's like, is his legacy a help or a hindrance? And I think we'll see it as a help, but I worry it'll hit a ceiling.
Yeah, so I mean, looking at this poll, I don't know when it was commissioned. This could have been done before the public spat, shall we say? I think that I think it's significant that everything that's going on, he's still polling third. But what is the fallout from a pretty bad week between Jeremy Corbyn and Zara Sultana? Maybe this poll came out just before. We might see another poll where he goes, fifth, because people are actually, I don't know if I want him as Prime Minister at the moment because we're not sure what's going on with your party. Now, I spoke about this earlier, but since then there have been developments. Jeremy Corbyn released a video saying this is a new membership portal, which a week ago Zara released one. Now we've got Jeremy doing one. For a while, Zara Sultana had said nothing, but now, she's retweeted the video, and now she's come out and said, go sign up and stuff. It was a very short tweet, and it was very, very quiet. There wasn't sort of a joint statement. There wasn't a video of them together. I suppose, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to know where to land on it because you don't know how it's going to be received. I mean, if we can see that Zara and him have made some kind of amends and it's been organized behind the scenes and they can actually approach us with some kind of real forward-facing, aligned belief and thing to get behind, then maybe it's fine, and maybe that was just a public spat, and that happens in political organizations. But it does have very big words were said, and Zara did not pull any punches in what she said about the boys' club of the party, and you can get the sense that there is some truth in that, and Corbyn now seems to have backtracked a little bit on what he was saying. So maybe heads just got hot. Maybe it'll be fine. Maybe there'll be a way of them coming together. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a wait and see because, we were very excited about your party when it first came along. They still can't decide a name, whatever. I don't know. It's still quite messy. It's the problem, right?
Yeah, messy is a good way of putting it, but I suppose we can't really tell until the conference happens. I do wonder though if it's maybe just us on the left are paying lots of attention to it. Maybe to the wider public, it's not a big deal.